Alright, in this video we're going to go ahead and do a hyperpigmentation video, and it's also going to be on microneedling. So our small hyperpigmentation that we have on our client's skin is just right here. It's just one little small localized area, and to open up these type of areas to allow our product to penetrate into the skin, you need the best equipment. You can't just use a regular scrub or a regular cleanser and thinking that this is going to wash away and I can keep using this cleanser over and over and over, as these advertisements have, pretty much falsely have told everybody. Rapid wrinkle reduction creams. There's nothing rapid about a wrinkle. It took you years to get that wrinkle. It's going to take years to almost get rid of it as well. Or the best treatments, lasers, microdermabrasion, skin pen, and same thing for hyperpigmentation. You need something that goes down into the skin and can break open the skin, such as these little 12 needles inside here. And so when you turn it on, and that's what it sounds like. And these little needles, you push your finger over it, you start to feel the little pricks of the needles, and that opens and causes little micro channels into your face, allowing the product to penetrate deep down inside and affect change and get rid of hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation can come from acne, the sun, hormonal changes, foods that we eat, things we put on our face constantly, as far as makeups and creams. We cause our own hyperpigmentation. And so let's get started. So it's going to be this type of pen, this Derma pen right here, or we're also going to use another one that just has a wire. This one is cordless, but this one is not. This one just has a wire, but it's powerful. Then we're also going to use a dermal roller. The dermal roller, if you don't want to spend as much money on the cord and the cordless one, because they're both pricey, these are good to go. They're about 35, 40 bucks. They're nice and easy. And so they have these little rolling heads that you just roll across the skin, and so we will demonstrate all three. Let's get started. So first, what we normally always do is cleanse the face. We're going to cleanse the skin, get everything going. Normally with cleanser that I have, the cleanser is a cleanser, a toner, and a scrub all in one. So normally I just take a dab of it with my finger, go across the forehead, dab of it, go across the chin, dab, chin, or I'm sorry, cheek first, then chin, then the cheek on the other side, and then nose. Put the rest on my hands. Get some more water. And all I'm doing is introducing the soap to the skin and the scrub. So it's cleansing, it's toning. Toning is just putting pH balance back into the skin and allowing for the chemical scrub to go deep down inside to slough off some dead skin that we can't get with a basic cleanser. This cleanser's a beast. So from here, wash off your hands. And then you're going to take your facial brush, dip it in some water, Don't forget the nose. And you just ask your client to fold in your lips. Perfect. And just ask your client to keep those lips folded. We're going to take it off in just a moment. Squeeze out your sponges and get the lip area first. Okay, unfold the lips. Perfect. Make sure you get the eyes really good, because soap is so small and minute. It likes to linger and hang around the eye area. And the last thing we need is soap in the eye. Trust me, it's the worst. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's irritating. And one last pass just to make sure we got everything. And as you can see, our client's skin, it's already nice and wonderful and flawless. Look at her forehead. I remember we used to have like little bumps, and we're going to put a before and after picture. This is about her fourth treatment, her fourth chemical peel, the third or fourth. And forehead used to have like little dark marks. Now that they're gone, the problem area that we have, and we're going to focus on the hyperpigmentation, is right here and here. These two small, it used to be a mark on the nose. Now that that's evening or leveling out, and the skin tone is actually catching up with the rest of the face. This side is gorgeous, flawless skin, very nice. She has just one little small bump. We're going to extract that little tiny bump, no problem. That's all I saw on that side. Little small tiny bump here, and everything else is good. So let's do some dermaplaning first before we do our micro needling. So we're going to show you a close-up of everything. So remember, dermaplaning, we need to make sure the skin is dry. Dry as can be. Nose area. And we put on our gloves. and that's just for the client's protection. Or if your client is allergic to latex or any type of plastic glove or whatever you're going to put on, nylon, there are some people who are allergic to certain things, so you have to make sure that you do a patch test just right on their skin. Take it off. It turns bright red after a few seconds, 30 seconds or to a minute. You know, after just touching right here and just taking it off, that's a patch test. That just means they're allergic to that glove. Some people, you're going to see allergic reaction immediately. So since I know my client, we're good to go. So we're going to use our Derma blade to just go across their skin, okay? And I know you guys can't really see too much, so I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. And let me get you our pad so you can see what we're taking off. And we're just going to ask our client to turn a little bit. That is perfect right there. And as you can see, our client's skin is nice and smooth and clear now, but we've also nicked her right here just a little bit. So this is a good time to go over how do you stop bleeding. So your little small pinpoint bleeding like this is just how like a man's skin when we get our skin cut, but we get multiple cuts because we have bigger bumps and craziness going on with our erector pili muscles or hair follicles. They're congested. So this is that little small acne bump that I was going to try to extract. I went over it and it just popped on its own. So I really don't need to extract it any further, but it's bleeding. But if you want to stop the bleeding right here from like seeping out or touching your gloves and you're around the other face, all you need to do is take your powder, your septic powder, which is this right here. All you need is a little dab of it. You can take your finger, get a little dab of water. So the water's on the top of my glove, Get a little bit of it. So there it is. So now you just put it right on the wound. And it'll stop bleeding. And that's the styptic powder. I know I said septic in the beginning, correction. It's styptic powder. And it dries on contact, and it should stop. Okay, so now we're gonna do, oh, look at this a bit. And when you're going over the client's eyebrows, you tell them you're just touching the top part of the brow. You do not mess with anybody's brows. Okay, so back to neutral. Perfect. So as you can see, her brows are damn near perfect. They're flawless. And all I'm doing is touching up on the top part to get rid of the little stragglers right here. So I wish I had eyebrows. Some people don't have them at all, and it takes forever to grow them. So if you have them, doing good. And so you're just going to turn to the left a little bit. Perfect, perfect. down. Right, back to neutral. Perfect, perfect. So as you can see on the side of her face, the styptic powder, see how I dried it up? So if you have any cuts and you don't want them leaking or moving around, it dries it up really, really fast. So now we're going to do the mouth area. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Perfect. All right, so we are good for dermaplaning. She took that like a champ. I think that was like the fastest we've gotten through with it. So I just want to make sure this eyebrow is nice and pointy. This one as well. Perfect. So now that we've seen what we've taken off, if you can see on camera, I know you guys can't see too much, but that's what we got off. It works wonders. So men and women, even though you can look at her face and you're like, wow, I didn't really notice she had all that type of hair. Anybody and everybody has hair on their face. You need a small, delicate blade to remove everything. You'll really see like, wow, okay, I did have some chin hairs. Men, our hairs just grow out proportionately to where you can definitely notice it. But for people who have gorgeous skin like my client here, you're not going to see it until you really get up on somebody's face, and you have to have damn good eyes to really see every little thing. So that's why dermaplaning treatment is so important, so it gets rid of the little small vellus hairs. They're little small tiny hairs that clog up our skin and our pores. And they like to cling on to dirt and makeup and grime and free radicals that hang in the air and mess with our skin. So after this, we're now going to do the microneedling. So all we're doing is wiping her face down, getting the rest of the small hairs that I couldn't get off. Perfect. We're gonna take off this styptic powder. Cool. All right. So for these microderm pins or derma pins to glide across the skin, we're going to need something to allow for lubrication to gliding across the skin. So all we're going to use is our serum. It's cold. It's cold. Oh no, I'm sorry. What? It's still cold?
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry, Sophia. Bear with me. Let me get this done as quick as possible. Alright, so our first derma pen is going to be the cordless model. So the cordless model has different features or different depths, 1 inch, 1.5 inch to 2 inches. And at the lowest inch is 0.5. But today we're going to go ahead and start out at 1 inch. Remember, across the forehead is going to be the most sensitive area, so make sure your client knows it's going to be sensitive. Sorry, take it. You got it. You did it. You did it. And the cheek area should feel a little bit better. It's still going to be a little tingly because you're opening up those pores. You're opening up microchannels. And you want to remember this hyperpigmentation mark here and here is what we really want to target. So those needles are 12 needles puncturing the skin and opening up small microchannels to where our serum can go down deep in there, as well as our peel, which we're going to put on next as well. With this micro pen, I only want to do a couple passes. See how our skin turned bright red just from the needles already? So I don't want to keep agitating the skin because the peel is going to do that on its own. Right, so that was the cordless version. So now let's try the cord version. So it's kind of the same principle, same depth, but just it's a little stronger. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't turn up the.
I was about to say that one didn't hurt.
Yeah, I had it at the lowest setting. Sorry, let me turn it up.
I like the
Okay.
lower setting.
Now this one can be a little abrasive, so how we doing? Yeah, it's and this is because it's powered into or the wall, like it has a cord with it. As you can see, the cord right here is attached to the machine. So of course it's going to give more power or an outlet to these needles. And it's going to be pushing down a lot more. And as you can see, our client is moving around. So see what I'm saying? It's powerful. So cordless version's a little bit less, but then the one with the cord, it has power. Remember. I know. You got it. You're doing good. All right. So enough of that one. Okay. So that's the difference between those two. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the dermal roller. The roller we're gonna do for the other side. So perfect. All right. So this one's gonna be a little shocked as well. Okay. How you feeling?
Okay.
It's okay? Alright. So this is like the more sensitive, to me it is, because you can actually have control over the rolling and how much pressure you're applying to the client's skin. But as you can see how she's turning bright red already? That's why these little small tiny needles in this roller, it's really getting into the skin. It's puncturing the skin, opening those causing micro channels. Alright, so the dermal roller, sorry we ran out of film or memory. So I'm going to continue. We're just going to go a couple passes over the face with the dermal roller. Uh-oh, how we doing? Is it annoying?
Yeah.
Alright, as my client has stated that the dermal roller, it is annoying. It's constant pressure and it's a roller instead of automatic needles going into your face with the other pens. The other pens are a little bit quicker, it's more concise, but this one is like, ooh, sorry.
No more.
Alright, no more. So we did all the areas. She said no more, so we're gonna stop. But that's the dermal roller. Dermal roller is cool, but it is annoying. It works just like the pens, but no more. So now we're gonna do our chemical peel. All right, so ready? Whew. So since we've opened up the skin, we're now gonna do the chemical peel, but it's gonna be a little bit aggressive, more aggressive than we're normally used to, but it's gonna be all right. Killing me. Too much. Okay, cool.
Can't handle my light skinnedness.
Oh man. I know, it's like bouncing right off of it. It's like, hey. Okay, let's do this. Okay, deep breaths. Oh, where's the fan?
Baby.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, ready for this? Here we go with our first pass of our chemical peel. And just fold in your lips for me. It's burning. There we go. And we can do a second pass if you like. After the skin calms down. Alright, so scale to 1 to 10. How are you doing? It's still burning a little bit. Sure.
I'm gonna get a 3.
3. We can do another pass. Alright. Let's do it. And it's just the last of it. So we're gonna do a second pass, and this is just the last of the chemical peel inside. As you can see, just a little bit. So when you do a second pass, you do not have to refill your cup with a whole lot of peel. As long as you have a little bit left, you're just doing little quick small passes, and then you can do a third one if you like, if you choose to. Now see how my client just turned on the fan again? So the second pass, it really does work. It helps to penetrate even further. It starts that instant burning effect of the skin, reactivating your skin cells, going deeper and penetrating, so we can get rid of hyperpigmentation, scar marks, acne, anything that's hurting or bothering our skin. And that was a pass number 2. Cool. Alright, so scale to 1 to 10, what are we doing? Or how's it feel?
3.
Perfect. So now we're going to remove the peel. Even though it's a self-neutralizing chemical peel, we're going to take it off our face because we did more than one pass. One pass, we could leave it on the face. But 2, 3, you want to take it off. Or you don't have to, you can leave it on, but we're going to Man, you gotten used to these chemical peels.
I'm pro.
So true. So true. You're a professional. Alright, so here for product penetration, we're going to use the ultrasonic cleanser. Our ultrasonic machine is pretty much just a little small machine that actually allows penetration of the product to go deeper into your skin. So just to get a little closer feeling about how it sounds and how it feels.
Hot.
Oh, sorry. So see, that's how fast it moves. So like it gets so high, it gets crazy with it.
Hot.
Sorry. Very good, very good. And that's only, we're only gonna product penetrate on that one side. Let me kill that little bug. But yeah, but yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. And it's not gonna stay like this forever. You'll be out on your own and partying and doing. Just be safe, seriously.
I'm not really a party person.
Well, if you do, there's always somebody with an agenda. Because look, you are gorgeous. They're gonna notice you in a mile away, like, she's a red bone. Got all her hair. And what? She got shaved? What? Got all her teeth? Shit.
All her teeth.
Trying to talk to her. No, I'm serious. Like they'll see you a mile away. If I used to be a snake in the grass too, just like any other guy. Seriously, we all were crazy. And there's a point in our life that we realized, like, you know what? We were idiots. Like, what the fuck were we thinking? Like, we were just trying to talk to any old girl just because we could. Messing around. So, some chemical peel if I got to get. Okay. This is just closing up our pores at a smaller or molecular level to where nothing like bacteria is forming. A lot of times when we cleanse and wash our face, we open up our pores a little bit too much to where they stay open for about 15-20 minutes for some people's skin and their pores. And so that allows the free radicals and lingering nonsense that hangs in our air to pretty much eat at your skin. Sort of how, like, you cut that apple in half and about 10 minutes later it's brown. Same thing for our face. Our face actually gets browner even quicker than the apple. The apple actually has good things that are fighting against that, the free radicals, for at least 10 to 15 minutes. But our skin, it doesn't bounce back like that. As soon as it gets in our skin, it messes it up for real. And so whenever you do a cleanse and you're waking up the next morning, man, nothing happened, nothing changed. I washed my face 10 times a night and blah, 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 blah. Well, do you close your pores? Do you tighten them up? Do you use a UV light like I'm using on your skin right now to fry any bacteria that's sticking to your face? We don't. So that's the good thing about LED lights. Gets down in there. Sort of how like vampires. Vampires can't stand what? Sunlight, right? Sunlight gives off what type of rays? UVA, UVB, and UVC rays. Those rays are pretty much like putting your body in a microwave. And that's why the vampires get on fire. Like as soon as that light hits their skin, it's like, ah! They start running, they start burning off, limbs falling and shit. Because yeah, they can't even stand it for like more than 5 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. It just kills them. So that's the same thing for bacteria. It kills it at a smaller molecular level or radiation level. Alright. So now we're going to put on some moisturizer and we should be good. Alright. We're just nice and shining.